The Strait of Hormuz cannot be opened by force. These were the statements of the French President Emmanuel Macron today, the 2nd of April 2026, as he talked about issuing or opening the Strait of Hormuz. On this Macron says that opening the Strait of Hormuz will cause a very serious problem, and it is going to lead to serious casualties, heavy business losses, because Iran is not going to back down, and if you use force, it's also going to be practically impossible to use anti-aircraft mixer to shoot down some of the mixer or some of the drones that may be launched because of the distance. He explained the fact that to take down a drone or a mixer using an air defense system, it is a long process. It takes approximately between 45 minutes to 1 hour planning or planification. You have to pick up the signal, you have to know where it is going to, before you know you can shoot it down. But looking at the shores of Iran and the fact that the Strait of Hormuz is located just few miles away, it is very difficult for you to use an anti-aircraft carrier or to use an air defense system to shoot down the Strait of Hormuz, to shoot down an incoming mixer. Which means that Iran is in a better place to do whatever they want to do, because even if you still weaken them, they will still cause a significant harm. And remember that a ship transport worth millions of dollars of barrels of oil. So if a ship is destroyed, or 2 or 3 ships are destroyed, it is a heavy loss to the country, heavy loss to the companies, heavy loss, and the insurance companies will not be able to pay. That Donald Trump's stand on heavy using force to open the Strait of Hormuz cannot be possible, and that this was a miscalculation from the side of the United States of America. In fact, from what Macron said, it is obvious that Iran is well placed to maintain dominance over the Strait of Hormuz. Currently, right now, Iran is not fighting to win the war, because Iran knows that the United States of America has everything it takes to win this war. America has the might, the military, and the power to win the war. And the only thing for America to do is that America can just keep pounding Iran. But Iran has one strategy, which is the strategy of survival. Exhaust, take the war longer, and the more the war is longer, Americans become frustrated and call off the war, and it shows that you were able to resist a major superpower, and it gives you a bigger boost in the Arab world. It makes you be perceived as stronger within the Middle East, and so it gives you a very strong power and strong bargaining point. And that is what Iran is doing, because the truth is America cannot take down Iran by just using air bombardment or sending some few troops to Iran to seize the Kurd Island. Seizing the Kurd Island itself, it is a suicide mission. Yes, it is possible, it is dareable, yes, it will come at a price, and the issue is to maintain now the Kurd Island, because from the position of where the Kurd Island is, no air defense system can virtually prevent the island from being attacked and from being overwhelmed with drones. You cannot go with air defense system there and succeed. Looking at the distance and looking at the area in which it is, and also not knowing what Iran has planted as far as the Kurd Island is concerned. Iran can decide that, okay, we are leaving the Kurd Island, knowing that you are coming, plant mines out in the Kurd Island. The more when you land and the mines are all blown away, and you leave you with serious casualties, and you start realizing that Iran can decide that, okay, you want to own it, we'll dash you, and we will not better use it. Nobody uses it. So what America also cannot move up with a full ground invasion. Full ground invasion will require Congress approval. So where does it leave Iran? Where does it leave America? Leave them at the standstill. There is no clear winner as far as this war is concerned. No winner as far as this war is concerned. No winner at the level of the United States of America. No winner at the level of the Iran. In fact, all the fact that US is claiming, oh, we have won the war, we have won the war. Winning the war is not the number of people who have died or the number of destruction you have caused, but winning the war is based on 3 things. One, what was your strategic reason for going to the war? Strategic reason for going to the war was to totally disseminate and make sure that Iran does not have the capability of long-range ballistic missile. Does Iran still have the capability of long-range ballistic missile? Yes, they do. Does Iran still have enriched uranium, which is 60%? The enriched uranium has not been destroyed. In fact, the 60% uranium is somewhere safe in Iran. It has not been destroyed. So if it has not been destroyed, has America successfully win the war? No. Remember, Donald Trump once said in June of 2025 that the United States of America has totally obliterated Iran's nuclear capability. That Iran's nuclear capability has been set to 60 to 100 years down the line. This same claim was also chanted by the Prime Minister of Egypt, Benjamin Netanyahu, when Egypt did a follow-up strike after the June attack by America on Iran. Now they have come back to say, oh, Iran was imminent threat, was on the brink of a nuclear weapon, and material, Now the second strategic victory that America failed has not still achieved. It is the issue about regime change, moving all the hardliners. The fact that you have taken out some of the leaders, or you have taken out most of their leaders, doesn't mean that they don't have a succession plan. Iran has a mosaic model of leadership where it places leadership, worst case scenario, at the hands of the IRGC, or now their supreme leader is not there, their president is not there, their speaker of parliament is not there. So they still have a transition, they still have a strong transition. The speaker of parliament is not there, the foreign minister is also not there. They have a kind of funny system which leads to succession. So America has not been able to achieve regime change. In fact, the only regime change America has successfully achieved is to change Khamenei to Khamenei. That is, remove Ayatollah Khamenei to replace it with Ayatollah Khamenei's son. Now, in terms of another strategic issue in the Strait of Hormuz, the Strait of Hormuz is strategic. That would have been a strategic victory for the United States of America. The Strait of Hormuz has not been opened, so as long as the Strait of Hormuz has not been opened, no matter what you say, you have just simply bombed Iran, but achieving your military target, that is a different ballgame. So strategically, America has not achieved the strategic core, strategic objective in Iran. Regime change, no. Still, uranium somewhere, the 60% that they talked about is still somewhere. We have not heard that it has been destroyed or totally obliterated. We have also not the Strait of Hormuz, which is the very big center puzzle of this, to show that America has a supreme dominance to open the Strait of Hormuz for ships to pass and tell Iran that you cannot do anything. That has not been done. So at the end of the day, Iran on the other side has not been able to totally weaken America's attack. In fact, America owns the airspace of Iran. The airspace of Iran is owned by the United States of America. And Israel, they fly at will. Yeah, occasionally something may come under attack by Iranian drones and the rest, our air defense system. But the United States also has done considerable harm in terms of material damage. Most of Iran's infrastructures have been damaged and have been damaged. It will take Iran's huge amount of money to rebuild. However, America uplifted the sanction on Iran, also give Iran the possibility of making more money. Iran is making more money of oil sales than they ever did before the war. So Iran is making much money as far as the oil sales is concerned. So as this level, who is winning the war? Nobody's winning the war. Who is losing? The common man is losing. There's thousands of civilians being killed. The US soldiers being killed. Those who are being killed. The common man, in fact, in Iran, they are the ones that are losing the war, not winning the war. America is not winning, Iran is not winning, all these things that Donald Trump has been saying that we have won the war. Ask them, few simple things strategically, what have you won? You have not told us that you have destroyed the uranium enrichment, the 60%. You have not told us if you have destroyed it, the same thing that would send you to the war. Trump himself was heard saying that you need to send some people to go and use shovel and dig it out.